Rants with Big Jim. Hope you're enjoying Community Corner with Big Jim. Right now, I hope you enjoy Rants with Big Jim with always my special guest, well, for a while anyways, Mr. We call him Huey. How you doing, Huey?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, now showed him a few pictures, some old footage of some football fans and stuff there, and he definitely noticed that the Ohio University girls were quite attractive, and it kind of loosened him up a little bit.
It has loosened me up in many ways that
smiling.
you would not believe.
He's even smiling. Look at that. All right, let's continue on. Well, last time we tried to do a little trivia.
Yes.
We mentioned something about Jay Leno.
Which I got right.
Yeah, appearing on the Tonight Show.
Now
listen, these are ways to help you get a healthy level of insanity.
Which we all need.
We all need, especially when you're around this guy.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to deal with it.
You need it every second
Okay, now
around
listen.
this man.
At lunchtime, if this is possible, I want you to sit in your car, right? Park your car someplace on a side street. Just make sure you're within the law, not in front of a stop sign or something. Just park your car, have sunglasses on, and just point your hairdryer at cars that go by. See what happens.
That'll teach him a lesson for making fun of you in 4th grade until the police
I don't know
come.
about that, but it might slow traffic down if you're thinking they're speeding a lot on your street, whatever.
That's also a good point.
I don't think you're breaking the law, just holding the hand dryer. It may slow down traffic. Well,
You may also get ran over because people think you have a weapon.
only if it's on.
That's a good point.
Only if it's on. Now, here's something else that you can do. If you happen to be working in a place like Lowe's or Shop and Save or Walmart or something like that, any place that has an intercom system, you ask for yourself and don't disguise your voice. You know, like if it was you.
Would Huey please come to the front of the store? You were acting foolish.
No, you don't give a reason. Just page yourself. With Big Jim Balcom, please come up to the service center. You know, don't sound like anybody else. Try that. See if your employees like it. You might even have some friends.
Your psychiatrist will like it
Might even
because
have
you'll be coming in for more sessions, more money.
Well, more like hopefully you'll have some friends that happen to be shopping at the same time that know you're there.
That's a good point.
They'll come up and bug you. Hey, can you get me a deal? Just because you work here, can you get me a deal? Yeah, I've heard that before. 5 days in advance. Okay, 5 days in advance. Tell all your friends that you can't attend their party because you have a headache.
I have a hole in my head, so I always have an excuse.
And a loose head. But, you know, if you don't want to go someplace and everybody, 5 days beforehand, let them know you got a headache.
They probably won't even realize
You think
it.
they'll get the idea?
Buzz off.
Here's the one I like to do. When you go to a place, you know, that fast food, whatever, you got to get a drink. Ask them if they have diet water. Ask them that.
I am on a diet. I require
Diet water.
a lesser form of H2O.
You know what I would do?
What would you do?
This is what I would do. I'd open up the cap. I'd dump half of it out. I would.
Diet water.
And then put it back in and say, there you go, half the calories.
This is true.
All right. When you get your money,
Sell that to Weight Watchers.
when you get some money out of an ATM machine, you just start screaming, I won! I won!
You finally won something, Jim.
I won!
Except you stole the money.
It could not be the money that you're supposed to be getting. It's what people are thinking. So that one, you kind of have to watch out.
Why do you have that crowbar?
I
there?
won! I won!
Why do you have the crowbar?
I didn't mention anything about a crowbar.
That's how you got the money.
I said you're at an ATM machine. You would hopefully be using your own ATM card. But just scream, I won! I won!
You have to
But
be
they'd
in
be
it
taking
to win
pictures and stuff. But then, you know, however, there's always a camera usually on an ATM machine.
Absolutely.
What are they going to think when they see a guy standing there screaming like this? I don't know. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Security.
Hey, listen. Here's a funny one. Next time you're at dinner around the family and everyone's enjoying himself, you just look at the kids, you know, especially if you got like 3 or 4 of them. And you just say, look, due to the economy, we're going to have to let one of you go. See what kind of reaction that would bring.
Tears.
Either that or they'd be pointing at each other.
They would definitely be doing that.
I'd be pointing at you, I'll
Get
tell
rid
you
of
that.
him.
When you're at a drive-through, okay? You know, like McDonald's, whatever, they got the
Crozzo
screen,
burger.
you talk to them. Usually they don't sound too pleasant. Some do around here, but I mean, most of them. Yeah, I got to take your order. 3 cheeseburgers, 2 fries. And could you make that to go? Tell them you want it to go.
I do not wish to eat at this restaurant in my car. I prefer to leave.
Well, you're already in your car in line ordering to go to a drive-up window, but you're telling them you want it to go. Do you think they would care?
Probably not.
Do you think it would affect their head at all?
Their heads are so loose anyway.
Something to
They'd
try.
be trying to pick them up amongst all the garbage on the floor. Discarded French fries.
Here's something you can do that Huey does. When you're going down the hallway at work, whatever, instead of walking, whatever, skip. Just one time, skip. And see what reaction you get. I think that would be hilarious.
I still do that.
Yeah, I see you skipping all the time. I don't know, here's another one. You know, this one, I guess, would be mainly for the OU students that are around here, whatever. But on the memo field of your check, where you write out your check where it says memo, just write down Court Street Shuffle and see what happens then.
What do you mean? What
The
happens?
Court Street Shuffle.
Write it on a check.
Yeah, I think I've only made like 4 in a row. Not shuffles, just probably 4 out of the shuffle.
4 out of the shuffle.
That's enough for this. Welcome to Rants. Now we're going back to Community Corner with Big Jim. We'll catch you right here next time with Rants, Huey and I, to enlighten you with something that really I hope you enjoy.